Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to watch my video in the zoo. You're going to get a very edited version because it was like, an hour long, longer than an hour long. So, I'm going to briefly show you an intro and then we're going to go to the zoo. Let's go! Hey guys, welcome to Dublin Zoo. Well, no, not actually Dublin Zoo. We're kind of outside Dublin Zoo at the moment, if you can see, but no. Anyway. So I'm early. I had planned to be here with a couple of other people at midday, but as always, I'm compulsively early. And so that means that I'm going to be sitting around waiting for people to show up, getting nervous because they're not going to show up, but they probably will. And constantly kind of worrying about everything, because I'm like, should I text them? It's like 10 minutes until 4 o'clock, and they haven't, 4 o'clock? It's like 10 minutes until midday, and they haven't showed up yet. And I said we should meet at midday, which means we should totally be here by like 22, which is what I think. Most people kind of think, well, we'll be there by about like 1:15 and everything will be fine. So that leads to me kind of sitting around for half an hour going, they're not here yet. No, we arranged to meet at 12 o'clock. I shouldn't text them. That would look like I'm rushing them. And then when it gets to 12 o'clock, it's like, oh, they could be a little late. And what if they aren't a little late? What if something's happened? Oh, God, what if they're like in a car crash and they're all dead? And maybe I should text them to make sure they're okay. But maybe if I text them, I'll cause a car crash. This is why I don't like to do things like this sometimes. It's just really kind of like frustrating on me. That like a lot of people have kind of cancelled. I'm pretty sure there's like only one person other than myself coming today, and another person is a maybe. And I'm pretty sure his maybe was a no like a week ago. So yay. Not that I'm complaining about only having one other person here, that's awesome. I'm still, like, happy to do this. I was, in fact, going to do this on my own originally, and then I figured, why not involve friends? You know, friends are great. And now, it's gonna be me and one friend, and I'm constantly keeping an eye out for them, because, you know, what if they miss me? I'm the crazy person talking into the camera, but you know. So contrary to what I said, I'm not always early with certain things. Quite often you'll find I am late, but this is mostly because of one big thing. The one biggest thing that would make me late in my entire life. I'm scratching my nose. That's not it. The one big thing that will make me late in my entire life is work. Because constantly something in work will come up as broken, and then someone will need to fix it, and then I'll volunteer, and then it will take longer than I originally thought, and then I'll be late for something. Like yesterday I was late for my optician appointment. I was late by about 40 minutes. Of course, I called my optician, was all like, hey, I might be late, and she was all like, no, it's grand. Yes, also called, like, in the middle of work, was like, I should call her, and just, like, tell her I'll be late, I should do it, and I did it, which wouldn't normally have happened. I think I'm getting better at this whole phone thing. I should maybe hold this back here, you can see me better. I notice you can't really see anything that's behind me because of all, like, the glare and stuff, but we'll work with that later. So yeah, I called my optician, was like, I'm gonna be like 15 minutes late, and she was like, well, don't worry, take your time, I was probably not gonna be able to see you that time anyway. And I was like, I showed up at like 5:30, and she was like, hey, how you doing? Sit down, have a cup of tea, I'll get to you eventually. Because she was with another patient, and my optician tends to do this thing where she will make sure that everything is absolutely perfect before she lets you go. I spent an hour and a half actually getting tests and trying on glasses, which probably took up a lot more time than it should have. But like I said, she wants everything to be perfect because she's just amazing. So yes, now I'm waiting, and I've kind of run out of things to talk about, except maybe talk about the zoo, but then I won't have anything to talk about when I'm in the zoo, and I'm trying to get the eyebrows. Yeah. I could talk about Phoenix Park, which is a very weird place because it's both kind of in the city and outside of the city, and not really a part of the city, but a part of the city. Because it's like a big foresty place, which is mostly kind of foresty. It's also like one of the few places where most people can actually see wild deer. I saw like my first wild deer like a year ago. And it was amazing because it was like, oh look, it's a wild deer. I've never seen them in like, you know, Phoenix Park before. My parents were like, really? They're like all over the place in Phoenix Park. I was like, yeah, I just never saw them. And then I looked up from the one wild deer, and there was like 50 wild deer, and I was like, holy fuck, that's a lot of wild deer, that's amazing. And it was such a great day. I can't remember what else happened that day, but it was a great day. Such a great day. So yeah, it's one of those weird places that's kind of like in Dublin and not in Dublin. I'm gonna show you a map. Hopefully. So the little green area is But the big green area is Phoenix Park, which is like a third of the size of like Dublin Central. And it's right next to Dublin, and like actually a part of Dublin, because Dublin City stretches for about 70% of the size of Dublin County. And has anyone showed up yet? Not that I can see. So Dublin City stretches for about the size of 70% of the size of Dublin County, and a third of that is and Phoenix Park is about the third of the size of City Central itself, which is pretty big. One thing Irish don't do is we don't build up, we kind of build out. We sprawl. It's called urban sprawl, and it's like the biggest curse this country has, because we do it all the freaking time. You think we would have learned by now, like the French build up, the Americans build up, the British build up, and we just build out. We figured, you know what, let's not go to the sky, what if our buildings fall down? Oh yeah, I'm leaving this mostly on because I want to do a stress test. I want to figure out how long a full battery will last for. I'm not getting any odd looks from people walking past. This is great. I almost feel like this might be socially normally acceptable, but it's probably not. No one else has showed up yet. What time is it? Oh look, wolf t-shirts. Yeah. I love wolves. Wolves are like my favorite animal, unless you count dragons, but dragons supposedly aren't real. Who'd have thought it? So, you know, I got a lot of wolf t-shirts. If anyone ever wants to get me a t-shirt and you don't know what I want, you just get me a wolf t-shirt. Seriously, I will wear it. It's so amazing. I love wolves. I love wolves because I love dogs, and wolves are like dogs, only bigger and better and like fluffy. Now I realize they're gonna bite your face off, but I'll trade, you know, my face for extra fluffy. I think I can live with that. No one is here yet. I'm all alone. La di da di da di da. Oh, this is only slightly disconcerting. Oh yeah, so the reason I'm leaving the camera on is I want to do a stress test. I want to figure out how long the battery will last from like full charge while recording, because next week I have a project on which is going to be awesome, and I will need to like have a lot of recording for it. Like a lot, like possibly like 2 or 3 hours of recording, which is going to be a bugger to edit, but it will be awesome. And if you don't normally watch this channel, and you don't normally, like, you know, you're not like interested in what I'm talking about, watch next week. Next week is going to be amazing, unless something gets really like, unless something goes really wrong. Next week is going to be amazing, and it'll be awesome, and everyone should at least see it once, because I'm going to do something cool. No spoilers. Oh Lord, it's like after 12 o'clock now, and no one has arrived still, and I'm like, boom, 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 boom. Look, grassery. The weird thing about Phoenix Park is, even though it's like meant to be like an openly wild-ish space, it's like full of loads of different things, and I'm quite aware of the fact that when I'm talking on this side of the camera, it picks up my voice a lot better. So I'm kind of, oh, my hand was like, rawr, sorry. I always figure like there's a little thing down there, like there, which you can't see, but I can see, because my eyes are here and your eyes are here, and it's like down there with respect to your eyes. So I'm pretty sure that there's a thing like right here which picks up my voice, but I'm not entirely certain. Though I do notice that I tend to get a better like voice pickup when I'm like holding the camera right here, which is probably because the thing is there. What was I talking about? Yes, Phoenix Park, wild area, not wild area, all around kind of funnish area. And again, it's one of those like Dublin-y contradictions, because, you know, it's like that one place where you can find like a lot of wild animals, like the deer, and then there's also a zoo. I don't object to zoos. I'm not gonna continue this line of conversation, because this is where I was going to be talking about like when I was in the zoo. Dun dun dun. Do 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 do. I'm acting weird. It's okay though, cause I don't know what to finish that song with other than gay. Cause I'm cray, yeah. See? This is like creative poetry on the spot. Bam. Even though I didn't have anything that rhymed with zoo. Maybe goo. Goo rhymes with zoo. Okay, I should text people. I should totally text people and get like an ETA or a TAE or an ATE. Oh yeah, by the way, like ETA is like always really weird for me. Like the letters, not like estimated time of arrival, because I kind of realized that like it's those three letters that can be arranged into 8 and EAT and T and ETA. Now we just need something for TAE and we're like sorted. It's like all of the arrangements. It's not actually all of the arrangements because there's 6 arrangements. T, ETA, 8 and... Aha! Someone's arrived! So what do you think about zoos?
I think the way they're done now with sort of much bigger spaces is much better.
Yeah. As opposed to before when animals were all like kind of pretty much in a cell. Yes, I do agree that. I do agree with that. I know Yarrick was kind of like, as a kid he always enjoyed zoos, and now as an adult he kind of looks at it and is like, but they're all like in captivity and stuff, and I'm like...
They have a longer life expectancy.
Yeah, like...
Better quality of life, not being hunted.
That's pretty much what I said. Where's the lion? Sorry. I don't know. Maybe they're looking at grass. Is it wild grass? Oh my god. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, there's the... There you go, lions. You gotta be... Oh, hold on a second. There's a better window over there. Zoos are all about tactics and finding the best window to view like all the animals. There would probably be... I could have always sworn there was like a guy and a girl here. Oh well.
Maybe he's gone out for sort of
On the prowl. Maybe. Like with poker and beers.
him and Mr. Tiger get together.
Hey, as long as it's not him and Mrs. Tiger, it's all good.
And then you get tigers.
Which actually exists. However, they are, like, they can't have children of their own.
They're like mules.
Yep. Which is kind of sad. My theory on zoos has always been, well, we destroy kind of like their wildlife, their way of living. We should at least like keep some of them alive. It's always monkeys. Monkeys are so great.
And they're grooming.
They're grooming? Sweet. Oh, baboons. Maybe they're young? Oh, sorry. Monkey. There's the monkeys. They are. When you shouted, "Hey, look, monkeys," I thought you were talking about humans. Monkeys. There should be an animal in here. What should be in here? Tiger! Aha. Maybe it's camouflaged.
Camouflage working really well.
I know, right? Leopard. Snow leopard.
Not much snow for him.
No. And yet still his camouflage works very well. Snow leopard is endangered. So many of these things are endangered. Yeah. Maybe it's like dogs, they do that thing.
There's a zoo in a can where you can hold hands with otters. They've got a list, they have special hands, they've got a tiny little sort of tube hole in the thing, and you can fiddle with a fish. And then they put their hands in to get the fish, and you put your little finger in, and then they hold on to your finger.
Oh, that's adorable.
You have to rub fish in your hands though, because
Do you think it's, yeah. That's still adorable, and kind of abusing the animals, but adorable. Gibbon is still probably alive. Yeah, no, there he is, he moved. Hello!
Hello, Gibbon.
Animals are awesome.
Some broccoli.
And we got another monkey.
Orangutan. Don't call them monkeys.
I'm sorry?
Have you read Discworld?
No.
Alright, there is a librarian called the Librarian who works in Unseen University due to a magical accident has been turned into an orangutan.
Yeah.
And he's still a very good librarian, but he gets a bit touchy about the monkey issue.
So if someone calls him a monkey, he's like, don't call me a monkey.
But he doesn't say that, he normally just pulverised them.
Oh, that's fair.
These are very strong orangutans.
Well, orangutans are quite strong. They've got like the upper arm strength.
Apparently they're quite solitary in the wild.
Really?
Yeah, they like being alone, so they'll make a lot of noise. Basically, they'll know who and where their neighbours are. They'll make a lot of noise going, you know, I'm here, leave me alone.
So, do you like the reptile houses in those? Okay, cool. Because I know a lot of people are like, reptile houses, God, they're scary. They've got like bugs and insects and I'm like, yeah, but there's a lot of animals. Little fluffy things. Ah, the fluffies.
A little monkey or ape are asleep.
They're so cute. They're adorable. I want one. And the little fluffy black tails. They're kind of like the red pandas of the monkey world. Oh my God, they're adorable. What are they? They are not the Dublin Zoo Heritage Trail. Red-looped lemur.
Well named.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. We all think that we're so special because we have thumbs, but chimpanzees and orangutans and all those other monkeys. Yeah, they have foot thumbs. Jesus. See? No, me neither. That's like super impressive. Why aren't they at the top of the food chain? I haven't seen a gorilla actually.
No, I think they have a bigger habitat because they're bigger. More likely to escape. Apparently they don't like you making direct eye contact.
Really?
Yeah, it's how they show dominance.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's like most animals kind of do that, don't they?
But there was a story of in Hamburg Zoo. There was a woman who thought she was really bonding with the gorilla. She went most days and she'd sit in front of his cage and sort of stare lovingly into his big eyes. And one day he just got fed up with it and broke through the bars and mauled her.
That's kind of terrifying. Mostly grass.
Did I hear the word wolf?
Wolf? Wolf? Oh, please tell me there are wolves.
That's your t-shirt.
I know. I've got like so many wolf t-shirts. I love wolves so much.
Yeah,
Wolfie.
no difference at all.
So adorable.
As soon as Wolf began to talk, she was like a decent man and went and knocked on Grandma's door.
I just heard them say they're no different to a Labrador.
I don't think there's a difference between a wolf and a Labrador.
I think there's a very big difference between a wolf. I hear you haven't had a wolf.
I actually had an elephant and they're a bit wolfy.
Really?
Yeah, but she was like Nana out of Peter Pan.
Yeah.
So maybe also, I wouldn't chance it.
I know, neither would I. Dun, dun. No, he's kind of just walking. Oh well, awesome. I think like the it's like I know they're watching. Let's pose. The wolves weren't here last time I was here. They weren't, or I think they weren't just showing their faces. I was really upset. Previewing the zoo by not having sea lions. Aww.
Or flamingos.
Red panda? What? What? No. There's no red pandas. What? There's no red pandas. No. I have no red pandas.
There behind the rock.
Oh, wow.
Right, just let it, Kate, just let it go. Kate, let it
See?
go.
Big tigers. So adorable. I want one. I like one to have and cuddle and be all like snuggle.
I think I heard something that there were more white tigers kept as pets in America than there are in the wild.
Yes.
I do wonder who would keep a tiger as a pet.
Mostly people who don't survive for very long. And now, by the magic of the zoo, we are in Africa. Okay, now we're in Africa. Yeah, that's actually quite big.
Here, I'll show you, I'm from here.
The barrier means that the okapi are probably not there because there's like a zookeeper. Unless there was some sort of magical transforming event.
Very rare endangered zookeeper.
Well, I imagine sometimes I feel very endangered. There's the okapi. That's, again, really big. I imagine they kind of have to be. Oh my God, you're adorable!
Knee socks.
It's like got little cute eyes as well. And a really massive tongue.
Hello.
Oh, you're coming to say hi.
Hello. Or do you just want these green
You
leaves?
probably want the leaves, but I'm gonna pretend you're coming to say hi.
Hello.
Oh, wow. You are quite the beauty.
And you're cool.
We'll ignore the urination.
That's
That's what you think of us. Yeah, I imagine they have to be big in Africa though. They have a lot of predators. You have to either go with
Either be big enough that you can
defend
stand,
yourself.
or small enough that they won't notice you.
Yeah, or you can get away and hide in a hole.
Like the tic-tics.
Tic-tics?
Tic-tics. The tic-tics. They look from like gazelles or something, but they're about this big.
Okay.
And they're
That's
very fast and very good at hiding.
That's adorable.
They're adorable and tiny and very good at hiding.
Those are all three things that are gonna like help you survive. I imagine the tiger would eventually catch you and be like, "Oh, but you're so adorable! I'll leave you be."
That's how the pandas are surviving. They're basically going, okay, we're endangered, it's cute, and then another species will
Look after us, which is exactly what like humans did. Oh man, the Bora Rua of Awen. Oh, that's Irish for the red river hog. Wow. I know Irish, I swear.
Oh, they're alive?
Which is always good, you know.
Yeah, very good view of the crows.
Oh yeah, once again, like the bird life here is just fantastic. You won't get it anywhere else. Except maybe like in the city. Though in the city you mostly get the flying rat pigeons.
They're actually doves.
Hmm?
They're actually doves.
They're actually doves?
Yeah, they're not real pigeons. Pigeons are the ones that look sort of like soccer and like they belong in a pie, really.
Fair enough.
And the sort of ones you see in the city centre are actually rock doves.
Rock doves. Interesting. I had never known that. What about the ones you get in Trafalgar Square in London?
Still rock doves.
Still rock doves. Oh, there's a closer. Oh no, that's tortoise. Hello, Mr. Tortoise. You're not gonna run away, because you're really slow.
There's another one. They're coming close to each other.
Maybe they'll like, I don't know, say hi. Hopefully they won't fight. Apparently tortoises are both vicious and like... Dun dun, oh god. No, he's turning away, he's given up! Oh, the fight has been won! The smaller tortoise wins it. I'm pretty sure that one's smaller.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Victory! He poses for the camera. This has been his day.
They live for ages.
Yeah. Like, at least 100 years. Some species anyway. Which is kind of awesome. So they're not like that, you know that jellyfish that lives forever?
Yeah, little jellyfish.
Yeah. Like he's reverting between his like adult and pupa state just indefinitely and on and on and on. It's kind of incredible. Don't like the Strix. Strix is a mythical animal. There's no Strix in the zoo. If there was a Strix in the zoo, I'm sure we'd get a lot more visitors. It does. It's one of Ireland's biggest like touristy attraction things. For both the Irish and people from not Ireland. And I'm running out of camera battery. Okay, cool. So if I run out of battery anytime soon, this has been like some of my trip to the zoo. Hope you guys enjoyed it and I'll see you again sometime. For now, more filming. What's this? Hyenas! No, the African hunting dog, apparently similar to a hyena, but not actually a hyena.
And hiding.
And hiding. Again, the camouflage showing itself today. Of all days, camouflage. Birds, magpie. Hello, Mr. Magpie. How you doing? Yeah, it's weird. It's that whole one for sorrow, two for joy, and then you can counter the sorrow for like by saying hello or saluting. Or... Humans are weird. Superstitions are weird. There is no more African hunting dogs around here. Where are you? There was no red pandas. Maybe. Maybe they're like trying to corral the lions and the tigers out of their poker game. Hello, monkey! How are you today? Or whatever you're actually called. I'm sorry for calling you a monkey. You're adorable eating your food outside, enjoying the sun. Just don't fall into the water, okay?
There's
Yeah, but there's also like not a net there. Although they can probably just grab that net and climb out.
Yeah.
Probably why that's there.
What the hell is they fall in?
What did you say?
I imagine not often. I imagine they're quite like...
And how can they push each other in?
I imagine all the time. You ever hear that joke, why did the monkey fall out of the tree?
The other monkey pushed him.
Why did the second monkey fall out of the tree?
First monkey threw a rock at him.
He was tied to the first monkey. Why did the third monkey fall out of the tree? He was laughing too hard. Why did the elephant fall out of the tree?
meant to be in this week.
Peer pressure.